Tobago's murder toll climbs to 10 for the year thus far. Prime Minister addresses crime in Tobago, says he supports a THA policing unit. World Bee Day observed at Port Mall today, and in sports, YMCA Aqua Warriors bags 13 medals in recent swim meet. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 20th May 2024. To our top story, 2 men were held in connection with the murder of a 32-year-old Samuel Maraj of Mount Zion, Wim, Tobago. According to reports, around 9 p.m. on Saturday, May 18th, residents of the area heard a series of loud explosions, and 2 men were observed fleeing the scene. Upon checking the area, they found Maraj's body in some bushes near the Mount Grace Open Bible Church. Officers from the Homicide Bureau responded to the incident. Several spent shells were found at the scene of the shooting. The murder brings the island's toll to 10 in 5 months. Well, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says he sees no problem with the Tobago House of Assembly seeking to establish its own policing unit. This is one of the plans announced by Chief Secretary Farley Augustine with the build-out of a Department of Public Safety within the THA. This comes as Tobago recorded its 10th murder over the weekend, while gun-related crime continues to rise. More in this report.
THA Act 40 of 1996, the Assembly does not have the power over national security. The same applies to municipal corporations across Trinidad. However, those local government entities are allowed to have their own municipal police officers to aid in securing communities within their jurisdiction. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is pushing to establish his own security force based on this model, and Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley sees nothing wrong with the idea.
The government is not fighting crime or looking at crime in the context of meeting with Farley. The Ministry of National Security is the Ministry of National Security of Trinidad and Tobago.
Meanwhile, commenting on Tobago recording 10 murders in 5 months, Dr. Rowley stated that this is not normal for the island.
I'm a little disappointed to see that Tobago is becoming like the rest of the nation, because given its small community, its semi-isolation, I was expecting that we would have been a little more on top of that, but the criminals have freedom of movement, freedom of association, and they look for opportunities in Tobago.
Dr. Rowley assured that the various arms of national security are working on addressing the rising crime in Tobago. However, despite calls for a meeting from the Chief Secretary, he does not believe it will make a difference.
I couldn't speak to that because I'm not familiar with that, but what I do know is that we have in Trinidad established the police units in the corporations. So if the THA as an entity of that similar nature want to have a local constabulary, I don't see any problem with that.
Tobago recorded its 10th murder on Saturday night when 32-year-old Samuel Maraj of Mount Zion, Wim, was shot dead near the Mount Grace Open Bible Church. 3 days earlier, on Wednesday night, 42-year-old Anthony Seba Mayad was gunned down in Plymouth. 3 other people were also injured in the drive-by shooting. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, Prime Minister Dr. Rowley is defending the Cabinet's decision to extend Earl Herwood Christopher's term as Commissioner of Police. During a recent press conference, he explained it was the best move given the circumstances and in accordance with what the law instructs.
The Cabinet would have looked at all the options that are available and would have made the most reasonable option, which was to extend the Commissioner's tenure while the Service Commission go through the, I should say, long and arduous process of finding someone.
Last week, the government announced the extension of Herwood Christopher's term by another year, just a day before her 61st birthday. The Prime Minister, acknowledging confusion over the possibility of advertising the COP post while occupied, stated that extending the Commissioner for a year was a reasonable decision based on advice from the Police Service Commission. He anticipated the Commission facilitating a wide search for a substantive replacement within a year. Despite the public sentiment, Dr. Rowley assured his government was only acting in accordance with the law.
Because when there's conversation taking place in the public, not one of these people have any responsibility for doing anything other than talking. The cabinet has responsibility to make a decision. How do you make that decision? It is my information that the cabinet received information from the commission, which is the entity that has responsibility for the performance and discipline of the commissioner and deputy commissioners.
The Prime Minister also expressed gratitude to Hereward Christopher for her work and acknowledged the challenges she faced in her role. Still to come, former TRHA board member says recent maternal death could have been avoided. And later we'll tell you more about how Tobago celebrated World Bee Day. Stay with us.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Of your life, Tata Life.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place, with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
Can't live without you, I can't be without you for too long. Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens has come down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road, it's a miracle. A million strong.
Welcome back. Tobago's murder toll for 2024 currently stands at 10. The political leader of the Progressive Democratic Patriots, Watson Duke, discussed the rise in numbers on the island and compared the past years to present. Speaking at a PDP press conference today, Duke said leadership, or the lack thereof, has a major part to play in the rise in crime on the island. Ariana Sipiu has the report.
The leader of the PDP, Watson Duke, began by commending the TTPS for all the work they've done. He then compared the murder toll on the island from previous years to now, attributing the rising crime to a change of leadership in the THA since 2017. Duke said that crime is a leadership problem and that the TTPS should not be blamed for everything.
We are asking our leaders to stop playing cat and mouse game as to whose responsibility it is and all persons are sad and disappointed about the crime rate in Tobago, and let's fix the problem.
Duke said that based on a statistical report, most crimes on the island are committed in the Scarborough to Crown Point area, areas that the Scarborough Police Station and the Sherburne Police Station service. He also noted that for the year thus far, 90% of the murders were committed in these zones.
Throughout the years 2020 to 2023, we have 66% of the crimes being committed within that particular area. It should be a focus area. All right? It is the area where our tourism thrives the most.
He said these areas have become hotspots for criminals and should be piloted carefully. Duke stated that Tobago needs self-determination and the government should grant the island power to handle matters of security.
In particular, in the light that I've heard our Chief Secretary and our Prime Minister speaking on the matter of crime, referring to Tobago as a place that was once safe and nice and oh how they sad. But their actions does not reflect any interests beyond making the news and giving the headlines.
Duke is calling upon both leaders to do better, as they have all the time and resources to deal with crime. He said they cannot mishandle Tobagonians now and ask for their votes next year. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
The death of a pregnant woman and her baby a week ago could have been avoided if the Roxborough Hospital had been staffed with midwives. This is according to a former director of the Tobago Regional Health Authority Board, Max James. He claimed that the medical field is too advanced for women to die during pregnancy. Here's more.
News that a pregnant woman and her baby lost their lives is upsetting to Max James, who once sat on the TRHA board.
I'm very angry because for simple interventions that could have been done in terms of policy, we have not seen the emergence of policy that could have prevented what has happened.
10 years ago, the TRHA dealt with a similar situation where a mother and baby passed away. James said they developed a policy to address the deficiencies in gynecology on the island, but it was never acted upon.
And if it is that they had taken these proposals seriously for the establishment of Tobago's Institute of Gynecology and Obstetrics, but in Tobago here, we like to fight on each other. I don't like you, you don't like me, so nothing can be done.
The dear Shangi of Speyside died last Wednesday, a day after the death of her baby during a C-section operation. While the matter is still under investigation, James blamed the death on the need for Shangi to be transported from the Roxborough Hospital to the Scarborough General Hospital because midwives are not stationed in Roxborough.
Because the board has not instructed or didn't do the correct thing to have that full cadre of midwives who, as they say, are critical in respect of what has happened there.
The TRHA board and the Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel, are withholding comments until the investigation is completed. However, James wants heads to roll for Shangi's death.
So when women die, nothing comes out of it, and that must stop. So I'm speaking up for pregnant women and families, husbands, boyfriends, who must and should get the proper care. We have the facility, we have the equipment. Let us know what has happened, Mr. Chief Secretary.
James said he would hold the Chief Secretary to his word and hoped that Tobago would be updated when the investigation is completed. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, today is World Bee Day, which recognizes and raises awareness of the importance of pollinators such as bees, the threats they face, and their contribution to sustainable development. At the Portmore, the Tobago Apicultural Society, in collaboration with the Mount St. George Police Youth Club, showcased a booth with bee apiaries and different honey products. Ariana Scipio has the story.
This year's World Bee Day theme is Be Engaged with Youth, which focuses on the importance of involving the youth in beekeeping and pollinator conservation efforts, since bees and other pollinators, such as butterflies and hummingbirds, are threatened by human activities. Vice President of the Tobago Apicultural Society, Kevin Smith, shared how they are catering to the youth in light of today's theme.
So the target now is to have the young people involved, so the continuance of the industry will be in the hands of them. So that's why one of the important collaboration we have going forward is with the Police Youth Group. So we could work together in fostering a better relationship and a way forward in the industry.
Police Officer Bratwitt, leader of the Mount St. George Police Youth Club, explained that the police youth groups in Trinidad and Tobago would have engaged in a beekeepers training program, during which 55 police youth clubs across the nation were trained.
We would have produced beekeepers. The young members of the police club, they were trained in the art of beekeeping, and also after the program was finished, we would have learned about value-added products. That's making soaps and lip balms and the different items that you could use from the final products of the beekeeping.
Bradford noted that police youth clubs from Charlottesville to Bonaccord participated in the program, sharing that they learned to be beekeepers and maintain hives. He also said that the Mount St. George Police Youth Club is trying to register its own apiary. Also at the World Bee Day display was Secretary for the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development, Natisha Charles Panton, who keenly observed the different products displayed. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News, or Sports Report is next.
Deltec Distributors, best deal. 3 pounds pork, goat, chicken, turkey, beef, 5 meats, 3 pounds each, $300. Best deal. Or you could try 5 pounds pork, goat, chicken, turkey, beef, 5 meats, 5 pounds each, $500. Best deal. $20 delivery. Call me now, 359-5040 or 237-0102. Order online at www.deltecdistributors.com or check with that Main Road, Argyle, Tobago. Deltec Distributors, best deal.
No place like home, home, home.
Oh, I love Tobago, baby.
When we outside, it's an ocean of love. All that we align to the stars up above. Let we dance now, take a chance now with me. And we go jump till morning. Look, the moon gone sleeping. Tell them we not leaving till the last drop of a canal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Wave with all my friends and them. No place like home, home, home. We go jump till the moon come down. It's we who the stars shine on. Play a mass and break away. Freedom in with DNA. She ride the wave, come jump in the range, 100 money, that's much your money mean. Don't need your love, that I cost me fi pay. Like King Solomon, a bag a girl to me name. Every girl broke out, Lord, broke out. Me say hot girl, understand your time fi step out. Big bumper girl, your time fi get strap out. Hand on your knee, treat a girl and your body. And every girl get wild out tonight. Party in my out tonight. If she suck me, I find out tonight. I even know what a wild out tonight. Out the blue light, fi I try out the
Welcome to a Sports Report. The Tobago YMCA Aqua Warriors recently participated in the ASAT National Open Long Course Championships, which were held from May 16th to 19th, 2024 at the National Aquatic Center in Balmain, Couva. This prestigious national swimming event served as a qualifier for both the CAN and the Pan American Masters national swim teams. The Aqua Warriors team, consisting of 6 members from Tobago, Onella Walker, Judy Thomas, John Prokop, and Kyle Kwashi, was led by head coach Musi Dinoon and assistant coach Rochelle Pear, who also competed as athletes. The team returned with an impressive tally of 13 medals, including 10 golds, 1 silver, 2 bronzes, and 2 overall trophies.
Rochelle Pear dominated the female 25 and over age group, capturing 5 gold medals and an overall high points trophy. Onella Walker excelled in the backstroke events, securing gold in the 50-meter, 100-meter, and 200-meter distances. Mose Dudunu also excelled, winning 2 golds, a silver, and 2 bronze medals, in addition to a third-place overall trophy in the men's 25 and over category. John Prokop showed a consistent performance, placing 4th in the 200-meter individual medley, 5th in the 50-meter butterfly, 6th in both the 50-meter breaststroke and 100-meter freestyle, and 7th in the 50-meter freestyle. Special mentions go to Judy Thomas, who finished 6th in the B finals of the 200-meter breaststroke in the 11 and over age group category, and Kyle Kwashi, who came 9th in the 50-meter freestyle. This strong performance by the Aqua Warriors at the championships has secured positions for its members on the upcoming national Trinidad and Tobago swim teams. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
To some football news, in their debut season in the Trinidad and Tobago Premier Football League Tier 1, Canaan-based 1976 FC Phoenix finished in 6th place. Yesterday at the Dwight York Stadium against Mova Caledonia, led by Kevon Showtime Woodley, Phoenix clinched a 1-0 victory. Here's more.
Game's only goal came in the 76th minute when Sherwin Lavelle skillfully navigated a short pass to goalkeeper and 2 defenders to score from inside the area. Both teams ended the match with 10 players following a mid-game altercation. Despite Mova Caledonia's aggressive push for an equalizer, Phoenix stood their ground. At the season's outset, the club's general manager, Hugh Cadet, expressed cautious optimism about their debut, aiming for at least a mid-table finish. By the season's end, FC Phoenix achieved 8 wins, 9 losses and 3 draws, accumulating 27 points. The league was won by AC Port of Spain, who topped the table with 44 points. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
And that's how we end our sports report. More news after this.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look out below, 'cause this is your show. Do more, live more.
Chief Secretary Farley Augustine shared plans for a new initiative called Save Our Sea Turtles, or SOS, for Turtle Beach at last week's press conference on the Tobago volleyball tournament. Augustine said ECOT had made a commitment concerning sustainability and supporting the work of environmentalists, which he explained further.
The commitment is that even as we develop these activities, that they were going to put facilities across the road to accommodate SOS, which is Save Our Sea Turtles. Ensure that they have bathroom facilities, that we have some nice little park benches and so on.
The Chief Secretary said people coming to do turtle watching and those doing monitoring and evaluation activities along the waterfront will have better facilities.
So essentially, while we are making these investments here in sport, and we're doing it in the most sustainable manner, we are simultaneously supporting the work of so essentially, while we are making these investments here in sport and we're doing it in the most sustainable manner, we are simultaneously supporting the work of NGOs who assist the THA in monitoring the activities along the coastline.
He said the commitment to this initiative was made before the development works conducted by a private developer on the western side of the beach, noting that it should not have happened. Furthermore, he said this initiative also brings opportunities to the area.
With the kind of work that we're doing, we expect to see in the near future, and some of those conversations have restarted about how Starfish Hotel, what is now called Starfish Hotel, can develop their facilities in the most sustainable and community-friendly, I'm saying that, community-friendly and sustainable manner.
He said the room stock at the hotel and the general area would improve, along with the many villas in Blackrock and Plymouth. Augustine stated that with the sporting facilities and investments in the area, there will be improvements in other tourism-related assets. Now, the body of a man identified as Hollis Coker, originally from Tobago but resided in Trinidad, was found in the public car park of the Piarco International Airport. Around 10:40 p.m. on Saturday, May 18th, the Piarco police station received a report of a body found in a car at the airport's car park. Officers responded and discovered a silver Nissan Wing Road PDS 6540 parked with the front of the vehicle facing south and the rear facing north. The driver window was slightly lowered in a parking spot and the engine switched off. The deceased was clad in a blue jersey and black pants, was observed seated in the driver's seat with no apparent marks of violence. Further inquiries revealed that on Friday, 17th May, the deceased Hollis Coker, age 58, of 46 Temple Street, Duncan Village, Laramine, contacted his son Hollis Coker Jr. and told him that he was going to the airport to meet someone, but was feeling tired. DMO Risa Rahman was contacted, where she examined the body, pronounced him dead, and ordered the removal pending an autopsy. His son said he was suffering from uncontrolled hypertension and was on medication. Well, here's what to expect of the weather tonight into tomorrow from the TNT Met Office. Tonight, fair to partly cloudy with a chance of a few isolated showers. Tonight's temperature should be around 27 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, predominantly sunny, slightly hazy and breezy, despite the low chance of a few brief passing showers. A mostly fair night is expected. Tomorrow's temperatures should reach a high of 33 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 37 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate with waves near 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise at 5:39 and sunset at 6:20. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of our headlines. Tobago's murder toll climbs to 10 for the year thus far. Prime Minister addresses crime in Tobago, says he supports a THA policing unit. World Bee Day observed at Port Molle, Tobago, and in sports, YMCA Aqua Warriors bags 13 medals in a recent swim meet. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.